Leader of the third party.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Last week I attended an annual breakfast event where each year a woman, or sometimes more than one, tells their story of how they ended up in jail. Every tale is different, but there are very consistent themes in their life stories which start in unique places but somehow lead along oddly parallel paths to where they all arrive, behind bars. Their unique journeys contain some common elements. Childhood traumas, dysfunctional relationships, almost always an abusive partner, emotionally, financially, or physically, mental health challenges and substance abuse leading to a life of crime to support their habit, and ultimately to incarceration. Each and every woman I have listened to tell their story has turned their lives around, though in all cases it took multiple tries and lots of falling down and a lot of backsliding. But for each one, a particular moment arrived when, for whatever reason, and none of them could say quite why, and none of us can know when in their journey that moment will arrive, they were ready. During the telling of the stories, there are always tears, there's always great vulnerability expressed, there's always a deep appreciation for those who were there when the moment arrived, to lift them up, to support them, to understand them in a completely non-judgmental way, and to work with them into and through their journey to recovery. It is a morning that always reminds me to never judge anyone for the struggles in their lives and how they are personally dealing with them. Life is hard, and none of us is free from trials and pain in our journey. We need to approach everybody, particularly those in deep distress, with open minds and kind hearts. The recent news story about how street drugs here on PEI are becoming increasingly laced with toxic substances was quite shocking to me and very sad. We know that more and more islanders are dying each year from toxic street drugs, and that the need for protections like an overdose prevention site and other supports provided by community groups like Peers Alliance are needed now more than ever before. We see a person on the street. We see a person at the outreach centre. We see a person in jail. But what we don't see is the complex pathway that led them to that place. Every person matters. Every life is precious. And we as individuals need to be compassionate and understanding in the face of deep pain. And government needs to be there with the necessary resources to keep everybody in our community as well as they can be. You never know if and when the pain will ease. Nor will we nor will we who are blessed to be coping relatively okay with life's slings and arrows appreciate just how lucky we are. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.